Hello everyone, welcome to TetraPak India. As you all know, we are the leading suppliers for packaging and processing solutions for all the liquid perishable products like, this is just an example of Tropicana. So this is a liquid perishable products, and the motto of our company is basically to make sure that the food is safe and available everywhere. But this is just one part of the story. This statement is not just true in terms of food safety and availability, but also in terms of environment sustainability. And when we talk about environment, at TetraPak we focus a lot on this factor. Since these cartons are recyclable, so I'll be showing you right away here how these cartons can be recycled on a very small scale. I have this carton of real mango drink with me, and what I'm going to do is basically to cut it into very small pieces. Some water in this blender. I have this half liter bottle. We'll be using 1 liter of water for this purpose. And now I'm just going to churn this whole mixture for a minute. Here we go. Now we have this pulp-like mixture ready with us. Which you can see here. And you can see some pieces of aluminium and aluminium in this. Yeah. Which we'll have to actually remove manually. I'm going to just put some water in this, so that since aluminium is lighter, it will float out. Basically, I'm going to remove the aluminium part of it manually, which you can see here comes pretty much separately from the paper. Here. Let's remove it manually. If you see, this is all polyethylene and aluminium, a lot of it in this. Our rest of the content which is left inside the jar is basically the pulp, which has a lot of paper content, paper fiber. This liquid that you see inside the jar is basically the pulp. Okay, now we have these instruments which will help us convert this pulp into paper. This instrument is called a sieve. This instrument is called basically a frame, because this will give a shape to the pulp. This is basically a flat board. And here we have the press board. So we want to keep the sieve in this stuff here, and just to make sure that the paper comes well, we are putting a finer sieve here, which is basically a muslin cloth. And now I'm going to put this frame over this muslin cloth and take the pulp and put it over this muslin cloth. We just have to spread it evenly. You can still see some polyethylene and aluminium composite here, which we can still remove. is to just pick this whole thing up and shake it a bit so that the water seeps down. Here. And now if we just remove this frame, you'll see a structure like paper on the cloth. Yeah. Now all that we have to do is basically to drain all the water out of this pulp sheet. We'll have the paper ready with us, and for that I have this press board and this flat board. Basically is to take the flat board, put it here, and take another cloth, another muslin cloth, and put it over the flat board. Now take the pulp sheet out of the butter and just turn it upside down on the cloth. Press it a little bit. Remove the sleeve. And now with this press board, all that we are going to do is basically to press and take the water out. Here. To be really careful while pressing, because since there is a lot of water, there's a tendency that the boards will tend to slide away. Now what I'm going to do is basically, since the water is out, I'm going to slide this press board away. It's a little sticky because of a lot of water here. So we've just slided away the press board, and out of these two muslin cloths, I'm going to just slide the first cloth away in one go, and we'll have the paper in front of us. Yeah. So we just turned a real mango fruit carton into paper. That you see here, all you have to do is to basically sun dry it, and after an hour this paper will come out on its own, and you can use it for card making, handmade card. This water is also not a waste. This can actually be used for planting purposes. It can actually be converted into very beautiful and amazing products like a folder, a notepad, tissues, CD covers, bookmarks, pens, and each and everything that you can think of which is made out of paper can be made out of this paper as well. The polyethylene and aluminium content which is there in the carton, which we just extracted, can actually be converted into something like a roofing tile. This is just a cut sample of a roofing tile, which has very large application in the dairy industry, the farmhouses, and not just this. This can actually be converted into very beautiful products like a flower pot and coasters, trays. So you can see that this carton is 100% recyclable. The paper can be extracted to make different grades of paper, and the polyethylene and aluminium, if utilized in a proper way, could be converted into roof tiles, panel boards, and different furniture material. So these cartons are really environmental friendly, and they should be dealt with in a proper and responsible way, so that they do not land up into the landfills. Rather, they land up into the right place like a recycling bin, where they get recycled into very useful products, and somebody can actually make a living out of it. Thank you so much.